Hello beautiful people, my name is Chinaza Victory and you're welcome back to Nazi Styles YouTube channel. To the first timers, my returning subscribers and viewers, I want to say a very big thank you to you all for sticking with me. In this video, you're going to learn how to perfectly cut and sew a Bubu gown or a Bubu top with a V-shaped scrub neckline. If this sounds like something you're interested in, let's go straight to the cutting table. These are the fabrics I'm going to be making use of. Here I have an African print fabric, popularly known as Ankara in Nigeria, and the black fabric is a senator material. That's what it is called here. I've folded my fabric into 4, and that's because I'm going to be cutting both the front and back together. From the top of the fabric, I came down by 1 inch for the borderline, which doubles as the shoulder line. Then from this borderline, I measured and marked out my preferred Bubu length and also marked out the hem allowance of 2 inches. I'll proceed to mark out the neck width of 3.5 inches. Then I'll also mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2. That's half of the shoulder measurement, starting from the folded parts of the fabric. Then from this shoulder measurement mark, I'm going to be measuring and marking the sleeve length. This depends on how long you want the sleeve to be, and for this I'm going to be making use of 10 inches for the sleeve length. I'll come over to the sleeve length mark and I'll come down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slope, and I'll be connecting this shoulder slope to the neck width of 3.5 inches using my straight ruler. From the borderline, I'll come down by 1.5 inches for the back neck depth. Then I'll connect it to the neck width of 3.5 inches. For the front neck depth, starting from the borderline, I'm going to come down by 9 inches and I'll place a mark there. And at that 9 inches mark, I'll go in by 1 inch. Okay, I'll go in and mark 1 inch, and then I'll connect the 1 inch to the neck width of 3.5 inches. For the sleeve opening, I'll come down from the shoulder slope by 10 inches and place a mark there. Now I will check how many inches I have from the folded part of the fabric to this sleeve length mark. I will place the same figure on this sleeve opening mark. Hope you understand. This is to enable me get a straight line around there. To determine how big I want this Bubu to be, I'm going to be making use of the biggest parts of my measurements, which is the hip circumference. So I'll measure and mark the hip circumference divided by 4 plus 3 inches is allowance plus extra 1 inch for the size seam allowance, and I've placed that mark on that sleeve opening line. I'll come down and place the mark somewhere around here to get a straight line. I'll also come over to the length of the Bubu. I'll place the mark there, and I'm going to be connecting all these marks with my straight ruler. I'll come over to this armhole part and I'll give it a little smooth curve. I've gone ahead to add 0.5 inch seam allowance to the shoulder slope for the shoulder joining, and I also added 0.5 inch seam allowance to the sleeve opening because I'm going to be joining a band to this sleeve opening. As usual, I'm going to be cutting out the back neckline first, then I'll cut through the shoulder area, the sleeve opening area, the side, and down to the hem. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. Before I proceed to cut out the front neck depth, I'm going to first of all separate the back from the front. Yes, I'll remove the back part of this bubu first, then I'll go ahead and cut out the front neckline. This is what it should look like when you open it up. The next step is to come in with the back part of this bubu, the back bodice, and I'm going to be placing it on top of this front one, right side facing each other. I'll take it to my sewing machine and join the shoulder using 0.5 inch seam allowance. I've joined the shoulder and I went further to also place a little notch at the center back. This will guide me when I am sewing the band to the neckline. Starting from one part of the front depth, I'm going to be taking the measurement of this whole neckline. I'll take it from that part, I'll go through the back neckline, and I'll stop at the other parts of the front depth. Then whatever figure I get, I'll be adding extra inches to that figure. It could be extra 5 inches or extra 6 inches. Okay, for example, if you get like 12 inches, please add extra 6 inches to it. I'll also take the measurement of the sleeve opening like so. This is to help me determine how long the band is going to be. So I'll use these figures now to cut out the band for both the neckline and the sleeve opening. I've gone ahead to prepare the band and I ironed an 8 facing on all the bands. The length is about 38 inches and the width is 2.5 inches on fold. But when you open it up, you'll be having 5 inches. But when you fold it, it will be 2.5 inches. So these two bands are for the sleeve opening on both sides, and they're as long as the sleeve opening. Then the width is 2.5 inches on fold as well. I'm going to be starting with the neckline, and this is the band. I'll get the midpoint and place a notch at the middle of the band. Then I'm going to be matching this notch with the center back. Remember, I already notched the center back. I'll match the two notches together and use my pin to hold it down. Okay, I'll take it to my sewing machine and start sewing from that center back to one part of the front depth. After that, I'll come over to the other part of the center back and sew from there to the other part of the front depth. Okay, I'll go ahead and also attach the band to the sleeve opening. I'll be placing it right side of the band facing the right side of the fabric, and I'll sew using 0.5 inch allowance. This is what it should look like after sewing the band to the neckline. I've also gone ahead to sew the bands to the two sleeve openings. Now I'll come to this neck depth area. I'm going to be placing 2 notches at these 2 corners of the front depth, and it's going to be 0.5 inch. Okay, do not exceed 0.5 inch, and look at the way I'm doing it. The next thing is to tuck in the remaining band like so. I'll tuck it in and arrange that part very well. You're going to arrange it very well, then use your iron to press it. The next thing I will do now is to flip the fabric over to this wrong side. to review this area that we notched, you'll be seeing that little allowance there. Okay, it is at that point that I am going to sew. I'll carefully sew it down together with the band. I have prepared the 2 pockets that will be attaching to the front part of this bubu, and the measurement for each of them is 7 inches by 8 inches. This measurement is gotten after folding in the 4 corners of the pockets. For the pocket placement, starting from the shoulder, I'll come down by 18 inches. I'll place a mark there. Then at that 18 inches mark, starting from the center front, I'll come out on both sides of the center front by 3 inches. Okay, I'll mark 3 inches on one side and mark 3 inches towards the other side. That is where the pocket is going to be fixed. That's where it is going to be starting from. I'll take it to my sewing machine and top stitch the 2 pockets to the front part of this bubu. The last step is to take this to my sewing machine and close up the sides using 1 inch seam allowance given. Then I'll go ahead and also finish up the hem, and that will be all for today's tutorial. So my people, if you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to drop a nice comment below, and please share to your friends as well, and turn on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.